What's up, y'all? Coach Jeremy here with just a little bit more youth baseball insight. I have another video on YouTube called Overcoaching, and I would strongly recommend any youth baseball coach watch that. Today I wanted to touch base on one thing that I think all youth baseball teams have in common that are successful, and that is they do not talk to their active batter during gameplay. So we just finished up our tournament. We finished first for the season, very happy. And there was four teams that made it to the last the finals. And we played a lot of games this year, and you see different teams behave in different ways. And it's very common that I would see parents out there. A kid would take a swing, he'd get a strike, and then the coach would say, lift your elbow up, or he'd stop him and sidebar him and say, do this or do that. Okay. And that is not a successful strategy. That is a guaranteed approach to failure. And I'll tell you why. I don't know if those coaches have just never been at the plate, never batted, or I don't know if those coaches value having someone just listen to them over success. But when you're on that plate, your heart is pounding out of your chest, and you want nothing more than to succeed. And you're thinking about everything that you need to do. You've got your feet the way they need to be. You've got your hands the way they need to be. You're in the zone. And the pitcher throws that first one. You get a strike, and it's tough. You got two more, and you got a lot of stress on you. Now, what happens is ultimately, sometimes you step out of the box, you take a breath, you come back in, you do a restart. Okay, and that's good, but what happens is at some point when you're up there, you have to find your swing, you have to find your rhythm. And if your coach pulls you aside every time you get a strike and tries giving you a speech, what's going to happen is that batter is never going to find his swing. He's not going to find his rhythm. He's just going to get scared and intimidated. Again, like I say, we're talking about youth baseball, and these kids, if you know anything about kids, I have three, you'll know that you don't have to use your loud voice to sound loud. Anytime an adult is talking, you're going to be a somewhat intimidating force to this child. And so the best thing you can do if they're up there batting is you just got to leave them be during the game. If the swing's not there during the game, you can correct that at practice. But during the game, you just got to tell them they're doing good and help them to calm down. If you've got a bunch of players in the dugout that are screaming, I think as a coach, the best approach is to tell the kids, hey, let this boy have his swing. It's no different than golf. For some reason, people think that a baseball player is going to do better if you scream at him. Of course, we know that this isn't true. Anybody that's ever been up to the plate knows this isn't true. It's just like in golf. If someone is screaming their head off at you or taking you aside constantly, it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you at all. Anyway, so that is my youth baseball tip for the day, and that is don't talk to an active batter during the game. Have a good day, y'all.